They said you couldn't do it. They doubted you. They laughed when you started. But determined souls are built differently. Welcome to Determined Souls, where discipline defeats excuses, pain becomes power, and ordinary people become unstoppable. You have set 1,000 goals. You have started 1,000 times. You have quit 1,000 times. The pattern is familiar. The excitement of the beginning, the momentum of the first week, the fading energy of the second, the quiet death of the third. And then the guilt, the shame, the self-judgment. The cycle repeats. The goal is not the problem. The problem is that you do not know how to stick to a goal. This ends today. Sticking to a goal is not about willpower. It is not about motivation. It is not about being stronger than your impulses. Sticking to a goal is about architecture. It is about design. It is about building a system that carries you when your willpower fails and your motivation fades. The person who sticks to their goals is not the person with the most willpower. They are the person with the best system. The undisciplined person sets a goal and hopes they will stick to it. They rely on motivation. They rely on excitement. The person who sticks to their goals builds a structure. They design their environment. They create accountability. They eliminate the need for willpower. The system is the liberation. The first truth, goals must be specific. Vague goals are not goals. They are wishes. I want to get fit is a wish. I will exercise for 30 minutes every morning at 6 a.m. is a goal. The specific goal removes ambiguity. The specific goal tells you exactly what to do. The specific goal eliminates the need for decision. The specificity is the architecture. The undisciplined person sets vague goals. They wonder why they do not achieve them. The person who sticks to their goals makes them specific. They know exactly what they are trying to achieve. They know exactly how they will achieve it. The specificity is the liberation. The second truth, goals must be measurable. If you cannot measure it, you cannot manage it. If you cannot measure it, you cannot track it. If you cannot track it, you cannot know if you are making progress. The measurable goal gives you feedback. The feedback is the motivation. The undisciplined person sets goals that cannot be measured. They have no way of knowing if they are making progress. The person who sticks to their goals makes them measurable. They track their progress. They see the evidence. The measurement is the liberation. The third truth, goals must have a timeline. A goal without a timeline is not a goal. It is a dream. The timeline creates urgency. The timeline creates accountability. The timeline creates the pressure that drives action. The timeline is the architecture. The undisciplined person sets goals without timelines. They work indefinitely. They never finish. The person who sticks to their goals sets a timeline. They know when they need to complete the goal. The timeline is the liberation. The fourth truth, goals must be broken down. A large goal is overwhelming. The mind sees the mountain and freezes. You must break the goal into small, manageable steps. The step is the architecture. The step is the action. The step is the progress. The undisciplined person looks at the mountain. They are overwhelmed. They do nothing. The person who sticks to their goals breaks them down. They focus on the next step. They climb the mountain one step at a time. The step is the liberation. The fifth truth, goals must have a why. The why is the fuel. The why is the fire. The why is what keeps you going when it is hard. You must connect your goal to a deeper purpose. The why is the architecture. The undisciplined person sets goals without a why. they do not know why they are doing what they are doing. The person who sticks to their goals knows their why. They have written it down, they have committed it to memory. The why is the liberation. The sixth truth: goals must be reviewed. You cannot stick to a goal if you do not know where you are. You must review your progress regularly. The review is the mirror. The review is the evidence. The review is the architecture. The undisciplined person sets a goal and forgets about it. They do not review, they do not track. The person who sticks to their goals reviews weekly. They check their progress. They make adjustments. The review is the liberation. The seventh truth: goals must have accountability. You cannot stick to a goal alone. You need someone who knows, someone who will ask, someone who will hold you to your commitment. The accountability is the architecture. The undisciplined person tries to stick to their goals alone. They are accountable to no one. The person who sticks to their goals finds a witness. They share their commitment. They report their progress. The accountability is the liberation. The eighth truth: goals must have a system. A system is not a goal. A system is the daily practice. A system is the structure that carries you. Without a system, you rely on willpower. With a system, you rely on habit. The system is the architecture. The undisciplined person has no system. They rely on willpower. The person who sticks to their goals builds a system. They have a daily practice. They have a routine. The system is the liberation. The ninth truth: goals must have a celebration. You must celebrate the victories. Every milestone is a success. Every step is progress. The celebration reinforces the behavior. The celebration is the architecture. The undisciplined person does not celebrate. They move on to the next thing. The person who sticks to their goals celebrates every victory. The celebration is the liberation. The 10th truth: goals must have a forgiveness. You will fail. You will miss a day. You will fall short. This is not the end. The forgiveness is the architecture. The return is the discipline. The undisciplined person fails and quits. The person who sticks to their goals fails and returns. The forgiveness is the liberation. The 11th truth: goals must have a patience. Goals take time. They take longer than you want. They take longer than you expect. Patience is the architecture. Patience is the trust. The undisciplined person wants results now. The person who sticks to their goals is patient. They trust the process. Patience is the liberation. The 12th truth: goals must have a commitment. Commitment is not a feeling. It is a decision, and it is made once. The person who is committed does not decide each day. They decided long ago. The commitment is the architecture. The undisciplined person decides each day. They often decide not to. The person who sticks to their goals is committed. The commitment is the liberation. The 13th truth: goals must have a priority. You cannot pursue every goal at once. You must prioritize. You must focus on what matters most. The priority is the architecture. The undisciplined person pursues everything. They achieve nothing. The person who sticks to their goals prioritizes. They focus on what matters. The priority is the liberation. The 14th truth: goals must have an environment. Your environment is either your ally or your enemy. If your environment is designed for your goal, the goal is easy. If your environment is designed for distraction, the goal is hard. The environment is the architecture. The undisciplined person tries to achieve their goal in a distracting environment. The person who sticks to their goals designs their environment. The design is the liberation. The 16th truth: goals must have a routine. A routine is a sequence of actions that you perform automatically. The routine is the structure that carries you. Without a routine, you rely on willpower. With a routine, you rely on habit. The routine is the architecture. The undisciplined person has no routine. The person who sticks to their goals has a routine. The routine is the liberation. The 17th truth: goals must have a vision. You must see yourself achieving the goal. You must imagine the outcome. The vision is the motivation. The vision is the fuel. The vision is the architecture. The undisciplined person does not have a vision. The person who sticks to their goals has a vision. The vision is the liberation. The 18th truth: goals must have a sacrifice. You cannot achieve a goal without sacrificing something: comfort, time, other opportunities. The sacrifice is the cost of achievement. The sacrifice is the architecture. The undisciplined person is unwilling to sacrifice. The person who sticks to their goals pays the price. The sacrifice is the liberation. The 19th truth: goals must have a belief. You must believe you can achieve the goal. You must believe the goal is possible. The belief is the architecture. The belief is the foundation. The undisciplined person doubts themselves. The person who sticks to their goals believes. The belief is the liberation. The 20th and final truth: goals must have a practice. Sticking to a goal is a practice. It is not a destination. It is a practice. Every day is a practice. Every step is a practice. The practice is the architecture. The undisciplined person wants to arrive. The person who sticks to their goals knows that the practice is the becoming. The practice is the liberation. You have the truths. You have the understanding. The philosophy is clear. Sticking to a goal is not about willpower. It is about architecture. It is about specificity. It is about measurement. It is about timelines. It is about breakdown. It is about why. It is about review. It is about accountability. It is about systems. It is about celebration. It is about forgiveness. It is about patience. It is about commitment. It is about priority. It is about environment. Stick to your goals, not because it is easy, because it is the only way to become who you are meant to be. The stick-to-itiveness is the becoming. The becoming is the freedom. Begin today. Choose one goal, one specific, measurable, time-bound goal. Write it down. Break it into steps. Find your why. Build your system. Create accountability. Review weekly. Celebrate every victory. Forgive when you fall. Return when you fail. The system is waiting. The architecture is available. The goal is achievable. The only question is, will you build it? Stick to your goals, not because it is easy, because it is the only way to become who you are meant to be. The stick-to-itiveness is the becoming. The becoming is the freedom. Stick to your goals, not because you have to, because you choose to. And in that choice, find freedom. The philosophy is clear, the architecture is available, the goal is waiting. Now build. Stick to your goals, not because you have to, because you choose to. And in that choice, find freedom. The philosophy is clear. The architecture is available. The goal is waiting. Now, build.